Welcome to Module ACC WR 4.4, titled Modifier Placement. As you work your route today, imagine that a modifier is like a delivery instruction on a package. If that instruction is placed on the wrong box, the mail goes to the wrong person, or the package is handled incorrectly. In writing, a modifier is a word, phrase, or clause that provides extra detail about another part of the sentence. The absolute golden rule of modifiers is the rule of proximity. A modifier must be placed as close as possible to the word it is intended to describe. When a modifier is placed too far away, or when the word it is supposed to describe is missing entirely, you create a logical disaster. On the ACC, you are being tested on your ability to spot these structural mismatches and move the pieces of the sentence until the logic is watertight. To achieve a top-tier score, you must master 3 specific categories of errors: misplaced modifiers, dangling modifiers, and squinting modifiers. Let us begin with the misplaced modifier. This occurs when a modifier is physically in the wrong spot, causing it to describe the wrong noun. This often results in sentences that sound accidentally humorous or physically impossible. The ACC uses these because they require a reader to slow down and analyze the literal meaning of the words rather than just getting the gist. Listen to this example for your audio learning. The professor posted the grades for the students on the office door. Let us analyze the logic of that sentence. Because the phrase "for the students" is placed right next to "on the office door," the sentence literally suggests that the students were stuck to the office door. This is a misplaced modifier. The author intended to say that the grades were on the door. The logically correct high-score revision is, the professor posted the students' grades on the office door. Or, on the office door, the professor posted the grades for the students. By moving the modifier next to posted or grades, the physical impossibility is removed. Another example: I saw a massive bear through the binoculars that was eating berries. As written, the binoculars were eating berries. Why? Because the clause that was eating berries is touching the word binoculars. The correct version is, through the binoculars, I saw a massive bear that was eating berries. Now, the bear is the one eating the berries, which matches the reality of nature. On the test, when you see a descriptive phrase, ask yourself, what is this phrase physically touching? If it is touching the wrong noun, it is an error. The second and more difficult category is the dangling modifier. In a misplaced modifier, the correct noun is in the sentence, just in the wrong place. In a dangling modifier, the correct noun is completely missing. The modifier is dangling because it has nothing to hold on to. This most frequently happens with participial phrases, those phrases at the beginning of a sentence that end in ing. Listen to this classic ACC trap. Looking out the window, the mountains were beautiful. Think about the structure here. The sentence starts with the action, looking out the window. According to the rules of English syntax, the very next noun after that comma must be the person or thing doing the looking. In this sentence, the noun after the comma is the mountains. This implies that the mountains have eyes and are looking out a window at themselves. This is a dangling modifier because the viewer is nowhere to be found. To fix a dangling modifier for a top-tier score, you have 2 options. Option 1. Change the subject of the main clause so that the doer is present. Looking out the window, I thought the mountains were beautiful. Now, I am the one looking, and the sentence is logically sound. Option 2. Turn the modifier itself into a full clause with its own subject and verb. As I looked out the window, the mountains were beautiful. On the ACC, if an underlined sentence begins with an ing phrase, your very first move must be to look at the noun immediately following the comma. If that noun cannot logically perform the action at the start of the sentence, the answer is wrong. The third category is the squinting modifier. This is a subtle and sophisticated error where a modifier is placed between 2 words and could logically